Welcome back. Right now I want to go in the trenches with the stocks I think you need to focus on today. The stocks that will be the ones that investors, institutions go to try and buy a dip to give us clues where we could hold. First one, Apple's been one of my favorites. We've talked about it many times, the right buy strategies for breakouts, for momentum. We mentioned once it broke back below 400, sell some, take some off. If you did so, we have a zone for you to watch. If you take a look here on Apple, you will see this. On Friday, we came in and we retested that prior high of around 365. Okay, it went down to 362. I will be trading against this 362. If 362 breaks, sometimes you get a retest of this descending channel that broke into the 350 area. So I would watch yesterday's low of around 360, and then potentially a retest of 355. If you were a trader, you have to watch Apple today to see if they try and make the psychology a little bit better. As an investor, if you sold correctly, you should be looking to buy a tier 1 into that area, because I'd rather see you buy it on the dip versus just chasing the excitement, which everyone loves to do in Apple. Google started acting better after earnings. It's now coming into that earnings gap. When the market tries to bounce, it goes with it. If you take a quick look at Google, what I would say is this, okay? It still is acting really well. Today, traders are going to be watching it versus 562. If it breaks 562, there's a huge level around the gap fill coming into about 540. 540 will be an area that I think you could look at, and if you're an investor with risk tolerance, that 540 area becomes very compelling. I like Apple and Google to watch for market clues. BIDU has been acting well. It's a bit more risky, obviously. It's one of the leader in the Chinese internet. But if you take a look here, you will see that it too is trying to hold up. I talked about this area that broke, the prior high. We now came into another support level. It looks like, BIDU could make its way all the way down to 130. Watch BIDU at 130 down to this, 122 level. It still has a 200-day, so even these strongest stocks that we talked about, once they started breaking their 10-day and 20-day, could hit their 50 or 200, because as the market intensifies, they get to everything. As far as Amazon's concerned, it's been acting weaker compared to Apple and Google. It was a little strong on Friday. It went positive first. I would look to this one as it's opening down. Amazon also, we talked about getting out of it when it broke this upper range. This was your area to sell. It then broke, this little uptrend, which was another clue to get out. And if you sold into this break in this one, it hit the level on Friday and bounced off. I would watch Friday's low just like everything else, 194. If it were to break that, you have a huge, huge level around 186. So know this level and this level. Lastly, I'll talk about Sina, which actually I'm just going to avoid because I want to simplify it even more for you. So in high beta tech, those are the ones to watch. Can they make any of them go green, or will the psychology shift on there? And that is on my game plan. As far